ISTB presents, in association with Dhanmanjuri Community College, DM University, Imphal, launching a series of educational programs, recorded online classes for undergraduate and postgraduate students by teachers from various colleges and universities. During this COVID-19 lockdown, every day on ISTB Nongin, 8 p.m. from 24th May 2020 onwards. What's for that? Only on ISTB Nongin.
Good morning, dear students. Today, let us discuss network routing problems. This is also an important part of the operation research. Basic graph theory. So let us see. A graph consists of a pair of sets BG, EG, where BG is a non-empty finite set whose elements are called points or vertices, and EG is a set of unordered pairs of distinct elements of BG. The elements of EG are called lines or edges of the graph. G, a graph in which any two distinct points are adjacent, is called a complete graph. So, graph consists of a pair of sets. Say BG. BG represent the set of vertices. So, suppose this is a graph. Say A, B, C, D. This is a vertices. So BG represent A, B, C, D. Then EG. EG represent the set of the edges. So A comma B. This A comma B represent the line AB, the line joining the vertices A and B. Then B comma C. Then C comma D. So this is the set of edges. So by combining these two together represent a graph. So BG comma EG. So this graph is 4 vertices and 3 edges. 4 comma 3 graph. So this is the definition of the graph. Then complete graph. So the definition of the complete graph is any two distinct points are adjacent. Adjacent means joining any two vertices. So let us see this graph. So here the vertices A and D, there is not adjacent. So this is not a complete graph. So this is B1, B2, B3. This is the vertices. So edges are A, B, C, suppose. So any two vertices are adjacent. So this is a complete graph. Suppose there is a graph, say B1, this is a vertices. This is not complete graph because there is no line joining B1 and B3, no adjacent. B2 and B4 is not adjacent. So this is not a complete graph. This is complete. This is complete graph, and this is not complete graph. This is not complete graph. Suppose there is a graph. So B1, B2, this is a set of vertices. So this is complete graph. Any two vertices are adjacent, all are connected. So this is complete graph. This is complete, this is complete, this is not complete. And suppose there is a graph like this. This is B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. These are the vertices and these lines are the edges. So this is complete. This is complete graph. Complete graph. Any two vertices adjacent. Any two vertices. B3, B5 also adjacent. B2, B5 also adjacent. B1, B4, B1, B2, B2, B3, B3, B4. These all are adjacent. So this is complete graph. Next, degrees. The degree of a point Vi in a graph G is the number of lines incident with Vi. So degree. So here degree of the B5, degree of B5. So number of line 1, 2, 3, 4. So degree is 4. And here B1, degree of B1. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also 4. And degree of B2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Degree of B3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Degree of B4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All degrees are 4 in this figure. Here the degree of B1 is 2, B2 is 2, B3 is 2. And here degree of B1 2, B2 2, B3 B4. Here degree of B1 3, B2 3, B3 number of lines incident with B3 3, number of lines incident with B4 3. So these are the degree. So in a graph, degree means number of lines incident with the vertices. Next, circuit. A closed walk in which no vertex appear more than once is called a circuit. Circuit means a closed walk. So this is a circuit. This is a closed walk. No vertex appear more than once means no intersection is there. So this is a circuit, and this is also circuit. This is circuit. Here this is not circuit. A and D are not joined. Next, connected. A graph G is said to be connected if there is at least one path between every pair of vertex in G. A graph G is said to be connected if there is at least one path between every pair of vertex in G. Suppose we can see here also. So this graph is connected. Any two, if there is at least one path between every pair of vertex. Suppose let us see the vertex A comma B. So there is a path. B comma C. There is also path. C comma D. There is also a path. A comma D. Here is also a path. We can go from A to D by going in this way. So there is a path. So this is a connected. Suppose so this is also connected. B1, say B2, B3, B4. So we can go from any vertices to any other vertices. Say from B1 to B2. We can go like this. B1 to B3, B3 to B2. Then we can go from, say, suppose we want to go from B1 to B4. We can go like this. B1 to B3, B3 to B4. So any pair of vertices, there is a path. From B1 to B2 also path. From B1 to B4 also path. From B2 to B4 there is also path. So every pair of vertices, there is a path. So this is called connected graph. Next, tree. A tree is a connected graph without any circuit. So this is also a tree. This is a connected graph as well as degree. Tree. This is also tree. Tree means a connected graph without any circuit. This is not a tree. This is not a tree. This is not a tree. Tree means without any circuit. Circuit means a closed network. This is closed network. So this is not a tree. This is a tree. This is connected without any circuit. So this graph is tree. This graph is also tree. Subgraph. A graph G is said to be a subgraph of a graph G if all the vertices and all the edges of G are in G. Suppose there is a graph like this. So B1, B2, B3, B4. Suppose this is a graph G. There is a subgraph, say B1, B4, say B3. So this is a graph containing say B1, B3, B4. Then edges are A, B, C. Suppose A, B, C. So this is a graph, and here the vertices are B1, B2, B3, B4, and edges are suppose A, B, C, D, E, say F. So A, B, C, D, E, F. Suppose this is a graph. Here, this graph G is a subgraph of G. Since all the vertices are belongs to the graph G, and all the edges also members of the graph G. Therefore, this graph is a subgraph of this graph. This is the definition. Next, spanning tree. A tree T is said to be a spanning tree of a connected graph G if T is a subgraph of G and T contains all vertices of G. Spanning tree. Spanning tree means this is a subgraph of a graph. Suppose a graph is given here. So suppose there is a subgraph containing all the vertices. Say B1, B2, B3, B4. All vertices are member, and edges say A, D, say E. Suppose. Then A, D, E, suppose C, CE, like this. So this is a subgraph of this, and this subgraph is called spanning tree. Spanning tree means the subgraph must contain all the vertices of the given graph G. Then this is called spanning tree. Next, minimally connected. A connected graph is said to be minimally connected if the removal of any one edge from the graph provides a disconnected graph. So suppose this is a graph, say B1, B2, B3, B4. This is a graph. If removal of any one is, suppose if we remove this is, then still this is a connected. So this is not a minimally connected. This is not a minimally connected. Not minimally connected. Suppose there is a graph. This is a graph, say B1, B2, B3, B4. This is a graph. If we remove one is, suppose say we remove this is, then it become disconnected. So this graph is minimally connected. This is minimally connected. The previous one, the original graph is this, so this is not minimally connected. And if the graph is in this form, that this is minimally connected. Suppose there is a graph like this. Suppose B1, B2, B3, say B4. Suppose this is a connected graph. If we remove one is from this graph, say if we remove this, then it become disconnected. So this graph is minimally connected. Removal of any one is creates disconnected graph. Then it is called minimally connected. Next, minimal spanning tree. It is a spanning tree with the smallest weight in a weighted graph G. So minimally spanning tree is a spanning tree of having smallest weight. Smallest weight means in terms of distance, minimum distance. A spanning tree giving minimum length or minimum distance, or a spanning tree with minimum cost. This is called minimal spanning tree. Next, minimal spanning tree problem. So let us see. Suppose we are given the nodes of a network and the potential links between node pairs representing the lengths. The length may be distance, time, cost. These are given. Suppose there is a network. Now we desire to choose enough potential link in such a way that there is a path connecting directly or indirectly all the nodes of the network. That is, no node is left out unconnected. We have to connect all the nodes. Then the chosen link must provide a path between each pair of nodes in such a way that the total length of this link is a minimum. So our main objective is to find out the minimum length. In terms of cost, we want to find out the minimum cost. So this is the principle of the minimal spanning tree problem. Some applications of the minimal spanning tree problem. So number one, telecommunication network, computer network, TV cable network, fiber optic networks. So telecommunication network is a very important networks and very expensive. So we will try to minimize the expenditure. Say we have to find minimum length, minimum cost. Number two, power transmission network to provide high voltage power transmission lines. Power transmission network is also a very, very important network. Then number three, pipeline networks to connect sources to a number of destinations. So pipeline network is also a very important network. for supplying, say, it may be water, it may be oil, petrol, or it may be gas. So pipeline network is also very important network. Transportation network, it will provide linkage of the roads, railway line, etc. at a minimum cost. So these are the important networks. Minimal spanning tree algorithm, step 1, start with any given node, connect it to the nearest distinct node, take all nodes that have been connected. Step 2, identify the unconnected node that is closest to a connected node and then connect these two nodes. Step 3, repeat step 2 until all the nodes are connected. Then the resulting network is an optimum minimal spanning tree. So let us see one problem. The Midwest TV cable company is in the process of providing cable service to 5 new housing development areas. The figure below depicts the potential TV linkage among 5 areas. The cable lines are shown on its branch. Determine the most economical cable network for the Midwest company. So this is the one problem. So this is the network, given network. Now we have to link all the nodes with minimum length. This node 1, node 2, 3, 1 to 4, 7, 2 to 4, 4, 2 to 3, 6, 1 to 5, 9, 1 to 3, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, 3, 3, 6, 10, 4, 5, 8. So this is the given network. So now let us start with node 1 and tick node 1 first. This is a step 1. Then check all the unconnected node nearest to the node 1. So from this we see that node 2 is nearest to node 1. So now we have to connect node 1 and node 2. So we have to tick node 2. Next, let us check untick nodes, not connected nodes nearest to either node 1 or node 2. Which one is nearest? This is 7, so this is 6, 5, here is 3. So node 5 is nearest to node 2, so you tick this node 5 and let us connect node 2 and node 5. Then checked unconnected nodes are 3, 4, 6. So let us check which one is nearest to the tick nodes. So you check, here is 6, 5, 5, this is 10. This is not connected to here. So node 4 is nearest to node 2. So we select this and connect it. So you tick this. Next, let us check unconnected node 3. 6, 5, 5. No connection is there. 3 and 5, no. So here is node 3 is nearest to node 1, 5. Node 3 is also to node 4 is 5. So these are equal. So we can choose any one. Break the tie arbitrarily. So you connect 1, 3. So you connect this. Then unconnected node, only remaining is the 6. So you choose the nearest one. Here is 10, here is 3. So it is better to connect this. You tick it. So now the optimum roots, are, say 1, 2, 5. 1 to 5, 1 to 5. Then next 2 to 4, 4 to 6. 2 to 4, 4 to 6. Then last one, 1, 3. So therefore, optimal length of the cables, TV cable networks, equal to 1 to 2, 1, 2 to 5, 3, 2 to 4, 4, 4 to 6, 3, then 1 to 3, 5. So it becomes 4, 8, 11, 16 miles. So this is the optimum length of the cables. So the network is 1 to, we have to connect 1 to 2, 2 to 5, next 2 to 4, then 4 to 6, then 1 to 3. So this is the minimal spanning tree. So all nodes are connected. So the Midwest company can supply cable network to 5 different places. So total length of the cable is 16. This is 1, this is 3, then this is 5, this is 4, this is 3. So total length of the cable is 16 miles. So all nodes are connected. So this is minimally connected graph. So I will give you assignment. So you try this assignment. Determine the minimal spanning tree for the given network. So you apply same network when nodes 2 and 5 cannot be linked. Node 2 and 5 cannot be linked. So you remove this line. You remove this line, number A. Number B, node 5 and 6 are linked by 2 miles, 5 and 6. So 5 and 6. So for B, so you connect this, then you write 2 here, then you solve the problem. C, node 6 and 2 are linked, 6 and 2. 6 and 2 here. 6 and 2, you join it, and length is 4. So you solve the network. So you try this problem. So today let us stop here. Thank you.
ISTV presents, in association with Dhanamanjuri Community College, DM University, Imphal, launching a series of educational programs, recorded online classes for undergraduate and postgraduate students by teachers from various colleges and universities. During this COVID-19 lockdown, every day on ISTV Nongin, 8 p.m. from 24th May 2020 onwards. Watch Spotted only on ISTV Nongin.